Hi my friends, this is PJ with another video. Today it's this MAN 6x6 dump truck. I hope you will like it. Enjoy! So today it's time for a new model. It is my MAN 6x6 dump truck made by Scale. I bought it many months ago, almost I think 2 years as a kit, so I built it by myself. It is as always, almost completely made out of metal. So the major parts are all made of metal. The back wall from the cabin is plastic, for example, or some other parts at the frame, but most of them are, yes, you know already, made out of metal. It is a 6x6, so every axle is powered by a Faulhaber motor, electric motor made in Switzerland. It's a really good motor. It's quite expensive, but really good. It can operate. You can operate it very smooth, and on the other hand, it is really powerful. It has a lot of torque. 6x6 means all the axles are powered, as I said, and there are differentials, diff locks built in there. So you can, when you get going off-road, you can engage them so that you get a better traction. I will show you in the video later how these diff locks work, and I will give you a better view of the whole driving train, as you say in English. Well, the cabin is a MAN, a current model from MAN. You can open the doors. There's a sound, there's a loudspeaker built in the cabin. When you get this model from Scale Art, the loudspeaker will be right in the front, under the truck hood built in, and this is a small one, and I prefer to have a better sound, a bigger sound, a more powerful sound, and so I built in there a loudspeaker right at the back of the cabin. I will show you later in the video where it is placed, and I guess I really have hidden it quite well. Yeah, what else can I say? It is, as always, it is an hydraulic model. This means that the dump truck, the mechanism is powered by a hydraulic pump, a hydraulic motor. So the motor is also a small Faulhaber motor that is powering the hydraulic pump. And on one side of the model you have the oil tank where you put in the oil, and there's also the motor installed. I will show you also later. So and there's one special thing about this truck. It is a three-way dump truck. So to make a long story short, let's have a closer look at the model. We will put in there a battery, and then I show you how it works, and we will put it on its head so you get a better view underneath. So back again and getting you a little bit closer. So this is the battery of the truck. It is 2000 milliampere nickel hybrid accu. It has 12 volts, and yeah, it's quite small, so that you have a good chance to put it in the model. I will show you now how it works. Therefore, you have to open the cabin. Right here is the mechanism. You push this lever, and you can see inside. I have to turn it. So now I hope, yes, you might see a little bit. So now the battery comes in the truck. This is not that easy because there's not much space. The cable must be plugged in on the left hand side, and after that close it and everything is fine. I just put the truck back. So still a good view. As I have mentioned in the other videos, I'm using the Commander SA5000, the SA5000 Expert version. Expert means that you have the high level sticks built in there. They are very precise, so that you can perfectly control your model, your RC model. So let's turn on the truck. The switch is on the left hand side and the radio. Did you hear it, by the way? The door has slammed. The driver has closed the door. Let me do it again. This is quite funny. So turn it off. Now you can see that these blue lights are flashing because there's no connection to the model. So let's turn it on and listen carefully. This is cool, huh? The door has been shut. So the blue lights are now permanently lighting and no flashing anymore. So the controller, the radio control is connected to the model. I will give you a short introduction in the model, what you can in the radio, what you can see here. Again, there is this artificial horizon. I hope you can see it in the video. This is the artificial horizon. I made the fault that I have not leveled it correctly in the model. This is the reason why it's not on a perfect horizontal stage right now. But as last time, when you saw my excavator movie film, let me show you what happens when you just do this. You can see the level is changing. This is pretty cool, huh? So what else can you see at the display? This is the kind of infrared interface, how it works with if you have a trailer behind the truck. We can just change the interface depending on what kind of trailer you are using. These, the Sperre, Mitte, Sperre vorn, Sperre hinten, are the so-called in English diff locks, the differential locks. I'll show you later. These are lights. This is how much power is used now. It's 0.1 ampere. This is how much power is in the battery. Here, so it's 13.9 volts. So it means it's quite full. This is the name of the RC truck. I gave it to the RC truck MAN Orange Group. You might know already. Yeah, that's it. And this is how good the battery from the radio control has been loaded. So let's start. So first of all, let's tip. You see here, this is the hydraulic cylinder. On this side, this is the hydraulic tank where the oil fluid comes in. And also there is the, let me get you closer. So this is the hydraulic tank, and there's also the hydraulic pump included. This is really cool. You will see later from the underneath you can get a better view. So this is how the dump mechanism works. Doing its best. The beacon light is nice. So, and the special thing about this three-way dump truck is, as the name already says, you can dump your dirt into 3 directions. So when I use this switch, this one, sorry, for example, you might have heard it, and then we do it again, it goes into this direction. And you can dump the dirt right here, backwards. And then close the mechanism again. Now it's closed, and when you need to do it again, as we saw before. And for sure into the other direction. So we have to turn this lever in the other direction. Did you hear it? Same thing. And backwards. and again. Now it's main direction again. Isn't this cool? I really like it. This is fantastic. So you're not very straightforward. You can just decide when you're working on the construction zone where to dump, how to dump it, and it's easier for you to get anywhere. So as we already had the beacon light, the flashlights, driving light, standing light, driving light, and the light for longer distances. What else can I show you? For sure you can drive with it, and you can open the door. Let me show you how this works. This is not complicated at all. Just open it like the real thing. Let me get the truck so that you can get the view inside. So this looks good, huh? And yeah, the lights from the back. So what you see here is that you have these rear lights that are working when you're driving backwards, and for sure braking lights and the normal lights, and yeah, you have these flashlights. What you see here is that I have a problem. I don't know why. I have just, they're not at the same, they're not the same color, or they're not that bright. They are not equal. They're not equal each other. Don't ask me why. I have to change them. So these are the backlights. So, and most important for me is the sound. So let's come to the sound. Very important for me. It gives just the real feeling to our RC truck. I think an RC truck without the sound is not an RC truck anymore, or will never be one. So first of all, yeah, very important, the horn. Just listen to it. This is loud, huh? This is really loud. So let's turn on the engine. And see again how smooth you can operate the truck. Do you like it? I hope so. And one thing I want to tell you is that the weight of this model, when it's not loaded, it is around 8 kilograms. This is really a lot. Yeah, it's always difficult to give you the impression of the weight. Sorry, doesn't work. But it's a heavy truck. So in the end, what I would like to show you is, let's have a look underneath the RC truck so that you see the axles, the driving train, the motor, and all the other technical stuff. So here we go again. Now you have a good view underneath the truck. So what you see here is, yeah, quite easy. The 3 axles, the driving train. This is the electric motor with the gearbox, and this truck has 3 gears. To be honest, I only used the first, let's say I used the first for 95% of the time, and the second maybe for 5%, and the third's just to too fast. I don't use it. This is the hydraulic tank that I already mentioned. This is the hydraulic motor or the electric motor, the Faulhaber motor that is powering the hydraulic pump, and the tank is included in this box. And yeah, let me show you the diff locks. They are really important. First of all, this is driving like this. What you see typically is that you can hold the wheel and the other one turns. You can hold the wheel and the other one turns. When engaging a diff lock, let's say this diff lock that is controlling these two axles, let's do it again. You see it maybe? I'm trying to hold it, but it doesn't work anymore. It's going. The same thing with the front axle. Let's activate the diff lock for the front axle. Now it's activated. And now I cannot hold the wheel because the diff lock is engaged. Now let's disengage it. Now I can hold it. Again, it doesn't work. And the important thing is you have to engage this diff lock. If you don't, you can see that I can hold the axles number 2, number 3, or I can hold the axle number 1 and the others are turning. So this is the same principle as we saw before. Again. And this is just over when you engage all the diff locks. This is very important in this case, especially this one. And now I cannot hold any wheel anymore. See, it's turning, and these are also turning. You can't hold them anymore. So this is the reason why it's so important to have diff locks when driving a dump truck, an RC truck. Even though it is just an RC truck, you have to have these diff locks so that we can ensure that you can go through rough terrain. Isn't this cool? So again, like the real thing. So that's it. I hope that you liked this short video, and if you liked it, please give me a comment in the box below or a thumbs up, and as always, tell me what I maybe again did not mention or what you still want to know, so this I again can just get better. Just a conclusion at the end. If you're new in this hobby, in this RC truck action radio controls hobby, this could be a model that could be your first one. Although it's not that cheap, I know, but it's not that expensive as other models. For example, the big one with the crane, and or the MAN 8x8 with this roll-on, roll-off tipper mechanism. So this is a real cool machine. It is very powerful. You can use it for so many things. You can put a trailer behind. You can put your caterpillar on it and tow it just across the construction zone. So I really like this model, and I can really highly recommend it to you. Due to so many questions, I will this time, sorry for the past, I will this time put a link in the box below where you get information about this model and where you can for sure get it if you like to get one. And another good idea is always to look in the aftermarket, in the second-hand market, and when you can just get a used one, it's much cheaper and maybe it's not that high amount of money that you have to spend for this really nice hobby. So hope to see you soon. Have a good time until then, and bye bye.